Hi guys. Anybody that's been with me for a while now will know that I don't put out videos that regularly, but I do put them out when I feel it is the need, or I feel that the Lord has spoken to me in some way. And for the last 2 or 3 weeks I've been wanting to get out a video surrounding this word that I found somewhere, and something's always got in my way, or severe tiredness or weariness, or too busy with other things, and it just hasn't got to it. And we've also had the COVID-19 or coronavirus deal going on for the last few weeks, and I've had some insights into that too, but nothing that would be worthy of dedicating an entire vid to. But anyway, I decided last night that I would get to this video finally that I wanted to put out regarding this word, bloom. And as I'm putting the video together and the slides together, I realized that Jonathan Kleck would have had a slide in his show notes that would have dovetailed very nicely. And as I've gone to the This Is It show notes on the Jonathan Kleck site, I found, as I tried to find the particular picture I was after, I crossed across this one, and it reminded me that Jonathan Kleck had shown us a couple of weeks back about, in the Webster's Dictionary, how Catholic is listed as kata, or down. And as I saw that, I thought, oh yeah, I did have that thought about it 2 or 3 nights ago, about kata, and in my mind as I'm going to bed I heard Catholic, Catholic, and I thought, well gee, I must get to that and have a look at some stage. And I really didn't bother thinking any more than that until I crossed this page on Jonathan Kleck's site. It was interesting because right beside me I have a Webster's Dictionary, a very old one, been in my family for a very long time. And if anybody is not familiar with a Webster's Dictionary, it is a very, very big book. It's 2,100, 2,200 pages. You can see here it's 6 or more inches thick, or if you're into metric, about 15 centimeters thick. It's a big book. And so I thought, right, well, I might flick over and have a look at that right now and see for myself this word Catholic, and there it is, kata, or down. And I really wanted to know more about the Catholic that I heard, and I had no idea whether there was any word called lick. I realised that there was an abbreviation that lick. When I pulled it up, what do you know, the very first thing that I find out is a Roman Catholic greeting, which means praise be to Jesus. But that really didn't figure highly with this lick that I was talking about, because Jesus himself says that I am from above, and this one says down. So I know that the lick I'm looking for is not that one. So it must be the abbreviation for license. So as I pursued that, I went to license, and you can see it here, and number 4 is excessive, undisciplined freedom constituting an abuse of liberty. Gee, now that says excessive, undisciplined freedom, and that really reminded me of this guy, Aleister Crowley, who was a Satanist, and his main mantra was do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the Lord. Do as you want, do as you will. Undisciplined freedom constituting an abuse of liberty. I thought, wow, I'm onto something here. So as I looked at a little further, license, licentious, comes from license. Wanton, unrestrained, using license, from licentiate. morally unrestrained, wanton, lascivious, voluptuous, debauched. These, I realise now that I'm onto something here with Catholic, Catholic, Catholic. So as I flopped over the pages to go and have a look in this book for the word license myself, which you've just had a look at, I flopped over 2 big lots of pages, and the first one I came to was this one here, and I just flopped it over, and I was grabbing another handful of pages ready to turn over a whole bunch more to get to the letter L for lick or license, when I heard the Lord's voice say, stop, look at this page. And when I looked at fire alarm, I heard before the fire, which is Jonathan Kleck's site and his ministry, Before the Fire. And so I better have a look at that. So I went down to the bottom of the page, fire alarm, a bell. Now, those of you who know Jonathan Kleck's site will know that this is very, very significant. And if you don't know it, if you don't know Jonathan Kleck's site, I suggest you go to his YouTube channel and get yourself educated, because all of this means something. So back to this fire alarm, and before I got off the page, after seeing a bell and fire alarm and Before the Fire ministry in my brain, I was told to come over here. And it is a finisher, one who, or that which finishes, especially one that adds the final touches to something being made. And number 2 here, a decisive blow or happening, that which puts an end to something, as the rebuke was a finisher. And that is what Kleck's site is about. It's showing you something, it's bringing it all to an end to something, and it is Satan's rule on earth. I thought that was just unbelievable. I was gobsmacked as I saw that. And as you can see here, I'm on page 689 for that. And I heard the Lord's voice say, look at the next page. And as I turned over, here it is, right at the bottom here, 691, there was a glossy page right in the middle of the dictionary. And as I turned it over, Satan's rule, he's an old serpent. Up here is finisher, over here is fire alarm, and here, just over the page, we have a serpent, and my jaw just dropped as I continued to open the page, and this is what I found. Can you believe that, guys? A scorpion and a snake. We have the right to stand on scorpions and snakes, and that's been a part of Kleck's ministry all the way through, as it has mine. Anybody that goes back through mine will find the serpent, locusts, scorpions and such, all involved in it. So I went then over to lick or license after seeing this, and my jaw just dropped again when I saw this. Here is the word license over here. You can see licenses, but what's on the opposing page? Bugs. And when I read the type of bugs here, once again, my jaw just dropped. This, friends, is a locust. This one is a praying mantis, specifically a Chinese mantis. And if we look at the numbers under those 2 bugs, you'll see a 5 and a 5. Are you kidding me? If you don't know what that means, go to Jonathan Kleck's site and find out. Number 5 here is a lubber locust. And over here, number 5, Chinese mantis. Are you kidding me? What's a Chinese mantis? Well, it's one of the family of praying mantises here, and they're cannibalistic. What has Kleck's site been telling us? It's a cannibalistic system that we live in. And he shows us these photographs off his site. I just wanted this as a testimony to what I found last night. This put the stop to my video, making my last night's video, because this was so profound. Carter Lick led me all the way through from a Webster's dictionary that was 6 inches thick, and I happened to turn over to a that had that on the opposing page with scorpions and snakes. And then I go over to lick or license, and I find locusts and praying mantises. Are you kidding me? Find Jesus today, guys. Find Jesus today. He's coming soon, and I think this is letting us know that what Jonathan Kleck is telling us about ringing a bell soon is just about here. Get yourself right with Jesus now. Peace and grace.